shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And today we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. I mean, you got Concord moving and shaking out here. Is it shaking? Is it moving? We're going to talk about that. We got 40 million. 40 million. How are you part of that 40 million? I think so. Because especially if you're down with Xbox, I think you're part of that 40 million. We got, what is it? Kunitsu-Gami, Pathway of the Goddess. I'm conflicted about that title. But I got something to talk about today that I absolutely can't stand and I hate. And y'all will be surprised at that. But I also have a lot of other stuff that I do love. Stuff that I'm surprised about. Games that I've seen from its infancy 5 packs ago. That's 5 conventions ago. Yo, we are absolutely blessed to be able to see games come from its infancy to release. Insane stuff. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I really thought it was going to be a light news day, being that, Prime Day is getting ready to show up. And you know what Prime Day means? That's the slow death of Kong. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know exactly how we do it over here. We're going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. We're going to run it up on them bumps. I mean, it is what it is. And every time I think about it, the realization of the demise of them port begging ponies is closer at hand. Closer than you think.
Strategize away in this tower defense installment of the Metal Slug series. Take control of your forces and pulverize enemy strongholds. Choose from over 300 units with different abilities and build out your decks to win tactical tussles. You can also slug it out with other players in online battles. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded storms onto the Nintendo Switch system later today.
Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. Now, I'm a Metal Slug dude. Listen, I was on Neo Geo, and I remember, I think this is when Neo Geo started hitting their stride, and Metal Slug came out, side scroller, shooter. The graphics was incredible. Neo Geo always produced phenomenal graphics, right? And always produced great side scrollers. And I think Metal Slug was the creme of la creme. For them to reinvent it the way they did it, and shout out to Silent Cypher for gifting that to me for my birthday. I didn't know that would be my next favorite game. And he didn't gift it to me on Nintendo Switch. He gifted it to me on Xbox. But it's my next it's my next favorite game. I didn't even get to the aspect of the 4-player online aspect of it. I didn't get to that yet. I'm still right now in the minutia of the game, finding out every little thing about the game. It has so much to offer. I didn't think that it was this vast, but it is something that I can't lie. It has a way of endearing itself to you because you control every aspect of it. And the genius behind this game is absolute genius. So all the little juicy news is starting to come out, as this deal is closing or coming to a complete close. Crash 5 canceled during development at a different studio. Project Dragon by Toys for Bob also shelved. Right, so different projects was getting shelved. We kind of knew that stuff was going on over there at Activision. Crash Bandicoot was canceled during development at a studio other than Toys for Bob, based on the latest information. Character design and illustrator Nicholas Cole, who previously worked on Crash Bandicoot 4 at Toys for Bob, took to Twitter to share Crash Bandicoot 5 was in development at another studio, but the project was ultimately canceled. Cole also mentioned that Toys for Bob was working on a new IP codenamed Project Dragon for the last 3 years, but that too has now been officially canceled. Now that could be the Spiral that Microsoft has funded these guys for, the project that's for Microsoft. So I don't think that if they was working on a game for 3 years, I don't think that it's completely canceled. He added that internal attempts to save the project went in vain. According to him, the embargo on the whole body of the portfolio work has been lifted, implying that developers are free to share the work that they did on the game. While the name Project Dragon does suggest it may have something to do with Spiral the Dragon, Cole clarified that that was not the case. Check back here to see his artwork for the canceled title once it goes public. Fans will undoubtedly be disappointed to hear about the cancellation of Crash Bandicoot 5. For now, they can continue to support Crash Team Rumble in hopes that a sequel to Crash Bandicoot 4 will be greenlit by Microsoft someday. I believe that to happen at some point in time, especially with the Insane Trilogy set to release in August. I honestly believe so. Crash Bandicoot 5 being canceled, I think they wanted to just trim their schedule. And then they also knew that they was letting Toys for Bob go, but Toys for Bob wasn't working on the project. They were working on another project that may not be Spiral, may be Spiral. Well, we're going to get all the juicy tidbits, all that stuff is going to come out. Do I think eventually we get Crash Bandicoot 5? Yes. I think they want to see what the trilogy, the Insane Trilogy, does inside Game Pass. I guess they want to see the engagement numbers with that to see if the platform actually has legs. And then from there, they'll take it from there to see if they greenlight that stuff. But yeah, I can see that. I can see them talking to Toys with Bob or the studio that was going to do it before. It's quite possible that those things could happen. But when you're trying to get a feel of your companies that you acquire, you're trying to trim the excess fat and get to the actual games that they do want to deliver for this next coming fiscal period, because they do want to show a substantial growth in all sectors. All right, Forza Horizon 5. Now, I always get kind of mixed up when it goes into 40 million players. Those are how many people have played the game. I'm like, in a week of big player count numbers, we may have forgotten the biggest numbers yet, the Forza Horizon 5. While this isn't official from Xbox, we know that Forza Horizon 5 has hit the staggering 40 million players thanks to in-game leaderboard, as first mentioned by ex-user Snapblast Play. When you check the leaderboards of the name to see where you stand, it will show your position out of 40 million. Jeez, that's crazy. The debate will always range about how many player count matters, but no matter how you slice, 40 million players for the racing game is huge. To put that number into perspective, there are about 34 million Xbox Game Pass subscribers. And Forza Horizon series has long been one of Xbox's biggest titles, both critically and player count sales-wise. With Horizon 5 being almost 3 years old now, you have to wonder how much longer until we see Forza Horizon 6. I believe that's next year, especially after they delisted Forza Horizon 4 this year. It is what it is. They knew that they had a hit on their hands, but 40 million, that's kind of staggering. The numbers is incredible. But who's to tell you, right? Somebody to tell you that, Xbox doesn't have games that people like and play. Oh, that's a lie. There's nothing more to say. 40 million players. if you only got like 35 whatchamacallit, Game Pass subscribers. So what are you talking about here? Is it 5 million sold? 5 million extra people done put eyes on this? And I expect that number to go through the roof. I expect these numbers to raise to crazy levels for all those people that's going to, on Amazon Prime Day, get Fire Sticks. And, because I'm going to pick up the new Fire Stick Pro. I'm going to pick up that. It is what it is. We're living in that generation because everybody wants to stick and go. Everybody wants to do a little bit of stick and pass, baby. Why not, right? Stick and pass. Let's do it. Is Concord already dead before its arrival on PC? Just a day after early access beta hit Steam digital storefront, Concord seems to already be failing to attract PC players. The PlayStation's ambitious first-person shooter was revealed on May 2024. While promising to be an alternative for gamers who want to have the new 5 versus 5 multiplayer shooter title, however, the miserable stats for the early access beta are not painting a good picture ahead of next month's global release. For those unaware, Concord is going to be a free-to-play, but it isn't going to be, because I was about to say, what do you mean? It's going to, but a $40 5v5 multiplayer first-person shooter developed by Firewalk Studio under PlayStation Studios. And they note this article is subjective and solely reflects the writer's opinion. I like stuff like this. It's a note. $40 on Concord PC is struggling with a poor player count on Steam. I told you that would be the death knell for this game. But I think we're having conflicting reports about the game, honestly. Speaking about conflicting reports, ignore the haters. Concord is good. Is a good PlayStation 5 shooter we can't wait to play more of. Ahead of its August 23rd launch, we finally got our hands on Concord, the live service hero shooter from Firewalk Studios. Sony's big multiplayer gamble was not met with the best of first impressions when it debuted at the State of Play, but now that we had some time with the game, it's shaping up to be its next live service hit. Confidence is the name of the game here. Despite the public's supposed attitude towards hero shooters, Concord swaggers up with all the graphical and musical bomb blasts you expect from a Sony first-party experience. We're a sucker for some good user interface, menu design, and Concord has all of that in spades. And there's a certain big deal energy, about it all, and we found it infectious. The beta includes access to 3 modes, 4 maps, all 16 characters, and a selection of unlockable cosmetics, none of which will carry over to the full release. What we have here is essentially team deathmatch, kill confirmed, and a round base of capture the point mode. There's nothing that you haven't played before, so where Concord tries to differentiate itself is in its characters and gameplay. The first-person shooter is incredibly tight and places reminiscent of Destiny's 2 floaty gameplay, which is no surprise considered ex-Bungie talent aboard at Firewalk. Across all 16 players, you have your typical archetypes, tanks, healers, aggressors, support, but where Concord succeed is the gameplay loops you'll find within each character. And then they go into talking about each character, like Tio is using smoke bombs to reduce visibility and then using his scope to spot enemies and finish them off. With his cluster bomb, one-off sends his barrel thrashing bombs to disrupt enemies while using his vacuum to protect the squad. Jabali is a frontline healer who can tick away the enemy health with his Seeker rifle, heal a team with his healing aura, and deal decent damage with his hunter orbs. The list goes on, but any good hero shooter is fun and it lies in playing your role and supporting your team. Well, hopefully this does that. Fireworks seems to produce a balanced roster of heroes here that you all have something to offer. The most surprising aspect of Concord is, however, it manages to strike a balance between hero shooter and with a long time to kill and rotating objectives. and an arena shooter like X Defiant, where you're still able to rack up impressive kill streaks. I don't know. We have to see. Push Square is heavily pro Sony, but at the same time, I've been hearing this too. Y'all guys have to let me know if y'all got a chance to play Concord, and how did you view Concord? I want to talk about that today. Is it dead or is it alive? What's going on with Concord? Did Sony miss or did Sony hit? We got two conflicting opinions of Concord. You got one bloviating about it. You got the other signaling the signs of change and doom. I think it's going to lie somewhere in the middle. I think Concord's biggest dilemma, biggest obstacle, is that $40 price tag. When everything else is free to play, you cannot show up to the party like that with a price tag on you. I'm sorry. I think Sony knew that they wanted to sell to this fan base, but didn't want to exclude this fan base. But that formula for the PC crowd, or the crowd that is groomed on these hero shooters, that game is not it. And it's not it from that barrier standpoint. I didn't play the game yet, right? I'm too busy playing Ghost of Tsushima, shout out to my heart Nixus, on a PC to worry about that game. But I honestly believe that they shot themselves in the foot, where they could have went for the win. They could have went for the juggler. They could have actually made some sense about it. But maybe they understood that they didn't have the server capacity ready for a free-to-play game that they have to maintain all the time. Because what if that free-to-play game does take off? The amount of money that you have to sink inside of it, I don't think Sony was ready for that commitment. Is this self-sabotage? Only time will tell. But I honestly see this game DOA. And that sucks, right? That sucks. Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess. Releasing this week, guys. Is it just us, or Capcom has been on some sort of record-breaking streak with fantastic form since around 2016? The Resident Evil 2 remake upped the game for revamps in general. This is true. Street Fighter 6 is the best of the series. Has been Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I agree with you. With the likes of Monster Hunter and Devil May Cry, and enjoying more mainstream appeal than ever, the dev team has a slick system in place that is highly flexible, with the highly flexible Res engine, and is riding high in seemingly endless wave of remaster remakes and brand new hits. So why, in the midst of all this revealing and enjoyment of Stone Cold classics, are they hitting out with Karuga action strategy game that doesn't even sound remotely as interesting as Leon Kennedy getting it all hot and dirty in his wee tight shirt fighting? Okay, yeah, cool. Pause on you. I have to play the game. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna show y'all the first reveal of Kunitsu-Gami, and then I'm going to show you the trailer that they did show. See, the characters is all in the distance and stuff like that now, and I'm not taking away from what it is or what it's showing. I'm just a graphic whore. Early levels do a reasonable job of introducing everything that you need to know, slowly letting you get a feel for how the goddess maneuvers along her path and how you need to deal with the threats in organizing manner, ensuring that there isn't a path for you that you've missed, that a bunch of goblins are going to flank or attack from the rear. This maybe makes them sound more clever than they are. For the most part, enemies are simply charged forth, but it works because of the timer and the sheer number of baddies, the constant feel that you're just about to get completely overwhelmed. We had a spot of trouble with the third boss in the game, perhaps just us being bad gamers, but it does feel like it's too but it does feel like it goes too hard all of a sudden in this mission, then drops off again, which is never ideal because it leaves subsequent sorties feeling a bit less tense in it. Don't worry, it's still challenging and difficulty builds again towards the end, but this is one of the aspects of the Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess that bothered us ever so slightly during our review period. So, they got some cons. One spike is the difficulty for the early boss that ruins the flow of getting started, but they have a bunch of pros like unique, colorful, steeped in amazing Japanese tradition, tight core gameplay loop, hugely addictive. I think this is a huge hit on Xbox Game Pass tip, be honest with you. Just the fact that you're able to, jump in and play it. That's shout out to, Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, first of his name, to have this day one. That's a good go. Game Pass has a lot of notable games launching this week and next. Game Pass literally has been on a tear for a while, but this is sort of its second win. And with new IP coming from Capcom that showed initially well, and then we actually got a chance to see gameplay. I'm conflicted about the title, to be honest with you. So when I get a chance to play it, it will dictate if I do purchase said game. But the opportunity to play tower defense games, I love tower defense games. I play those stuff on my phone all the time. So, yeah. Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess. I'm not going to complain. It's inside Game Pass. And as an ultimate Game Pass subscriber, I love day and date. I mean, don't you? Aren't you an ultimate Game Pass subscriber? Or are you core? Or what they call you now? Standard. Ugh, standard. Why would you even want to be standard? Ooh. Since everybody likes to talk about how bad the Series X and S is selling, let me give you a 360 comparison. Right, so you can go down here and, the total worldwide numbers. Total Xbox Series X and S total sales is 28,740,390. Total 360 sales in that period of time was 30,162,255. May 2024, in the 43-month, the Xbox Series S has been available for the latest month. The gap in favor of the 360 when compared to the online launch of the Series X and X is 172,115 units. The last 12 months, the Xbox Series 360 outsold the Series X by 4.32 million. The Series X and S is currently behind the Xbox 360 by 1.42 million. The Xbox Series S and S has sold 28.74 million units in 42 months, while the 360 sold 30.16 million units for 43 months. Let me tell you something. Everybody's talking about how this generation isn't selling. They're doing pretty damn good. They're doing pretty damn good, because if you want to consider the 360 the high watermark of Xbox, I think Microsoft got their feet under them and they're about to take full charge ahead. The Xbox Series X and S is poised to be the greatest generation that Xbox has had. And if they keep in neck and neck with the Xbox 360, this is poised to get ugly very quickly, very fast. The Series S and X is poised to be the greatest generation in Xbox history. Literally. Y'all would have thought, with all the words that these guys are talking, that the Xbox itself, the Series S and X, is so far behind any generation. It's the worst generation that ever lived. And that's not the case. Only 1 million behind, 1 million some change behind the 360, which is widely considered by everyone the greatest generation in Xbox history. And right now, the Series X and X is about to get their second win in Game Pass. Hoorah. We there. Kong will die. I will keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how we do it over here. We're going to run it up on them bums. We're going to keep the boot on their neck. I honestly believe this is it. That's right. Put the guns down and get yourself an Xbox. New Orleans Councilman hosts event where teens can trade in guns for Xbox consoles. That's what I'm talking about. New Orleans councilman is holding a unique event to help get illegal guns off the street and out of the hands of kids. Councilman Freddie King is holding an event that will allow people to exchange a gun for an Xbox console. That's right. Call of Duty is coming out. Put down those real guns and pick up a controller and shoot some fake ones. We want you to come on over because Xbox has room for you. I just think this is something cool. So, anything to save our youth, I'm down for it. Just wanted to highlight that. So if you're new in New Orleans, hey, man, go trade that in. Go get yourself an Xbox. I remember when they was doing Guns for Cash in New York City. And give the kids an Xbox. Let's bring gaming back. Let's make gaming central. Let's not shame gaming. Let's make gaming cool. Let's make gaming the thing. Put the guns down. I want to see Mayor Adams. I want to see other councilmen do this all across the world. I would love for this to be done. Give them a Switch. Give them a PlayStation 5. I don't care. We got to save our youth. Our youth is our future. And without them, we're absolutely nothing. So by all means necessary, I'm down to save the youth by all means necessary. I know y'all don't care for this, but I care for this because I care for the kids. Yo, Shoulders and Giants Ultimate. I've played this game 5 packs ago, and to see it evolve into what it has evolved into. I remember walking past with Lord Sovereign, and I was like, yo, we got to get this game. We got to get this game. This game wasn't even scheduled, and it was just a cute little cat inside a robot. And I was like, yo, we got to get this game. We got to get this. No, it was a frog. It was a frog inside the robot. And I was like, yo, we got to get this game. We got to get this game. And we got the interview. We got the video. And the game is here now. Wow. I've witnessed the journey of this game. And I'm going to support. Tomorrow, I'm going to support. I hate Dead by Daylight 3. 2, 3, whatever the hell. I hate the game. It's the ugliest, choppiest, bland. I remember I played it with my. I hate this game with every fiber of my being. And just like the horror flicks it emulates, it won't die. It won't go away. It will always be here to plague my soul. Damn it, man. Now you got 2 killers, 8 survivors. Why don't you just update the graphics? That's all I'm asking. Not that choppy, ugly animations. And the game is just disgusting.
We must delve further into Nessus.
You are in unknown territory now, Guardian. Be ready.
The conductor grows more dangerous each passing moment.
I want everybody to add Lord Cognito, Lord Attic, and everybody else that was supposed to help me with this game. I'm supposed to be playing this game. I'm a Destiny nut. If you look at my Destiny play schedule, it's insane. Destiny took a large portion of my gaming life, if you will. Fortnite is running neck and neck with this thing. But yeah. I gotta play this game. Well, you know, a lot of times we mix our medias up, right? Like we saw the trailer of Captain America. At first it was called Captain America New World Order, but now it's called Captain America Brave New World. And it takes the exploits of the Falcon, played by Anthony Mackie. But then there's another Falcon that's there, which is the Hispanic kid. And we get to the introduction of a lot of characters. John Carlos Esposito, absolute huge fan of his. Harrison Ford, you know I'm a huge fan of Harrison Ford. Thunderbolt Ross is going to be there. We get a chance to finally see Red Hulk. These things are brought to us by the wonders of Marvel and Disney. I think they're starting to get their cadence back. This trailer hit the all the right tones. And also, you know, it comes out next year. So we have to get past Deadpool and Wolverine and let that breathe a little bit and see what else they have coming up at, you know, Comic-Con, so they can delve deeper into that. But I was really pleased by the trailer. I think the trailer did very well. I think the reception of the trailer is very good. And I can't wait for this, because I always thought that the Captain America movies always push the Marvel Universe forward. So hopefully this one lives up to that expectation, because I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It was really good. It was a really good show for me. They address a lot of stuff that I didn't think they would address. So they did that. But if this is your first time finding this channel, please take my invitation to like, follow, and subscribe, and hit the notification button. And if you're so inclined to become a member, members are the lifeblood of the channel. Every day I drop videos, I give away coins. And you saying, what coins are those? Coins like this Gears of War coin. Give that away. And those stuff get to you guys. I do appreciate you. Oh, and also give away $150 worth of free food. On Fridays, live shows. The show is for anybody to call in. If you are a subscriber, you can call in. You don't have to pay. It's nothing like that. We don't have your phone number, nothing like that. Just go to the Discord and you jump in. Only thing that's required is you have Discord and you just come on over. But this is the part in the video where I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Lord Addict's neck. And I'm going to tell him to get in that ring and Tekken. Because if any of y'all know what happened with me and Lord Addict, Easy Mode Addict, playing out here with the cheat modes. Yo, go to Addict Arena, the last one with him, me and him playing Tekken. Go see that. That was real good. I get choked up, bro. My boy is a cheater, bro. Broke my heart. But I'm going to put that logo on his neck, and I'm going to tell him, try to play the Game Pass.